remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First down carry for Henry. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Give to Henry. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Credit the tackle there to Uchenna.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Now let's go. 3-13.
Here's Lawletta. And that's caught by Smith. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
The first carry for C.J. Procise. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second in just about a few inches here.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. He knocks him back. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those.
And the ball is knocked out. And this is recovered by the Chargers.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Over. Detroit! Detroit! Over!
Following the fumble recovery, Torres. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away and it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Over.
Now a handoff looking right. Stays on his feet. Refusing to go. And his first carry, he loses the football. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Off-play action. Torres. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position. Couldn't hold on. 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Now let's go.
Operating from the gun. Torres. He sets to fire deep. So they took a shot there on 3rd down. Couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they got across the 50 last time but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up.
It was the linebacker Leonard Floyd on the stop. Lauletta looking to throw on 2nd down. It's caught by Davis. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Back now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Chargers here with a football. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things out. Second and 9 now from the 21. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Torres. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked.
A nickel set shown by the Titans on 3rd down.
Thinking pass. From the gun, Torres. He's going to wind up and air it out. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. That's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Lauletta under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Lauletta to throw, and his throw is incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. 3rd down here. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap to Lauletta. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Lauletta on 1st down. He'll dump it off to Procise. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there defensively to clamp down, because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted But it winds up falling incomplete. The Charger D making things difficult, and it's 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the Tennessee field goal unit led by Ryan Succop. This from 54 yards away. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
So after the missed long field goal attempt, this offense set up nicely at the 44-yard line.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Back to throw. Torres. Man open left side. It's Williams. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Set. 3-19. 3-19.
And they'll run it here. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Go this way. Here we go.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's airing it out for Williams. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Here we go now.
Throwing again. Torres. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. 2 minutes remain in a scoreless 1st half. We'll come back to Southern California after this. The Chargers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney.
Looking to throw. Torres. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Lawletta looking for a first down throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They give them a gain of 38.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On first down, Lawletta. And Davis has it over the middle. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down. First down now, but that clock rolling. On first down, Procise. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. A first red zone opportunity for the Titans. They've got a 1st and goal just inside the 5. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo.
And that is caught by Davis for a Tennessee touchdown. In for the score. And the Titans are able to strike for 6.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Marty looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
Extra point put through by Suckup, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. The final shot before break. Torres. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. On 1st and 10, Torres. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. To throw on 2nd down, Torres. He's got Green. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
From the gun on 3rd down, Torres. Catch here, left side, Thomas. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They begin the drive with Williams. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, here's Lauletta. And Incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Torres. Caught left side. Williams. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. Oh, now he bowls him over. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Here we go now.
Throwing on first down. Torres. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Jayon Brown leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to work. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It'll be a gain of 11. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Operating from the gun, Torres. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And his kick is indeed good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit and forced the field goal.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. And we were down on the field watching Henry warm up before the game. He's a big man. No wonder he breaks those tackles.
And you remember what I told you when we were watching? It's not all pads. I mean, you get him out of pads and just see him in a regular suit or an outfit. He is a huge human being and a lot faster than what people know. When he gets rolling, he's a lot to bring down.
And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37. The pitch to Henry. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. He'll be brought down at the 43. Joey Bosa in on the stop. Back now at the StubHub Center in Carson. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the fourth. The Titans on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw, Laletta. That's brought in by Davis over the middle. Davis fighting. He loses the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1. And this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, Torres. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
From the gun, Torres. He's airing it out for Williams. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Detroit! Detroit!
Operating from the gun, Torres. Flush to his right. That is caught at the 7. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal.
That's it, baby. Leopard! Leopard! Watch the twist.
They get it to him running left. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
And they'll go on the ground. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down. have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
And his kick is good. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Now a handoff to Henry. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Lauletta. Throw taken in by Taylor, left side. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll toss it to Henry. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. They'll look to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Amara Darboh, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you described that because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden.
Absolutely. Oh, wow. I thought you were going to go on the field, but okay, I see you. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Davis. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Derrick Henry might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Corey Liggett makes the stop. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Gone!
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Partner, you absolutely cannot take a sack in that situation. Now, it's also fourth down.
And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the fourth, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they managed the clock exactly right.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. He's back to throw. Over the middle, he's got Tyrell Williams. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones in a first down. Well, that's a good first step, but several steps still to go.
They still have time for the possible game-winning field goal. Time for them to be quick and hurry at the same time.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Detroit!
Back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Gone!
They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. Room here to run. It's a gain of 15, and that ought to just about put an end to this one. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for Tennessee, they can breathe a sigh of relief as they're able to eke out the 1-point victory here in the opener. And they will head home next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gautt.